apparently the PlayStation VR 2 release date and price has been revealed. Oh my, I'm super bright right now. But yeah, Sony announced that it will be officially released on February 22nd, 2023, for the whopping price of 550. Um, Pre-orders will begin on November 15th. So yeah, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but this seems very, very high to me. I mean, I don't think that's within my budget. What about you guys?
You go ahead, Metal. You're kind of the VR aficionado. So, what are your thoughts on
Oh
that?
boy. I mean,
Is there?
for
Oh,
five
sorry.
for 550, man, like I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Is
mean,
there
that's
a
more than the
huge?
system itself. I'm not even able to afford the system. Get out of here.
Well, that's the
Is
thing
there a?
too. So it's not that okay. So you gotta get the headset for 550. You still have to have a PS5. So
To
this is
play it.
a $1,000 investment to play PSVR 2.
Yeah.
Is there a?
I'm good.
Forgive me for I know not, but
Never
is there a
forgive you.
huge is there a huge difference between Oculus and VR or PSVR? Like
Um,
in the
Well, I
games
mean,
and stuff?
game-wise, they're,
yeah.
back and forth, but I'm sure it runs a lot more smoother, and there's a lot of little things since it's meant for the system itself. It's a lot, they tailor it to what they got.
The game
I mean,
offerings are different if that's what you're getting at. Like
mhm.
Sony has just like its regular PS platform. It's got their first party titles. So they have a Horizon game. There's what was another exclusive one they had? I think they had like the Iron Man game. I think was exclusive to the old PSVR. So they have their exclusive franchises on their VR, and that's the only place you can play them at. I think my issue though is unless they have a huge amount of support for the VR2, VR1 they had some games for it. Nothing earth shattering. I don't feel like they overly supported that. And if you're going to get a VR kit, you need to make sure you've got plenty of stuff to play. And stuff like the
Yeah.
Quest, you have so many more options because you can like side load on that thing, which basically you rootkit it and you can
Put
go in.
games on it.
Yeah, you can side load other games that aren't even on the Oculus store. So you have so many more options if you go with like a PC
So
focused
it's
headset.
kind of like PSVR is kind of like the iPhone to Oculus's
Yeah,
Android.
very
Pretty much.
proprietary. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess what throws me off is like I've heard really good things from everybody who has had any kind of tech demo with the PSVR 2. I don't have any doubt that it's going to be a really cool piece of tech, but that price, man, like
Yeah.
even if you
Oh, it's
already
a
have a PlayStation 5, I am not interested in spending 550 on a PSVR 2, and I like VR a lot, so I don't know. I'm sure I'm not the only one.
Yeah. Yeah,
no.
I don't think I would purchase something like that either. Even
Mm-mm.
if I had a PS5, I don't think I would even go out of my way to get that. I'm sorry.
All right,
I
listen,
mean,
Sony. It's on the table. I've already told you if you make the most intricate and awesome Yu-Gi-Oh VR game, I will go out and buy a VR headset. If
See, I don't think
you
you want a VR game. You want an AR game, augmented, so you can,
kind
yeah,
of both,
yeah,
maybe
which you
both.
could do
to
with
play.
a VR headset, but
Yeah,
Now, one of
that
the games, the few of the games that they had on it, like they had some of the stuff that they showed was pretty cool, like the Jurassic World and whatnot. But
that's right.
I mean, I mean, there's a couple of games that you can play on the Oculus Store, like Pistol Whip.
well,
Yeah,
Like Pistol Whip is a fantastic game. I mean, if you haven't played it, it's
or you play
awesome.
like Beat Saber. Okay, here's the other thing. I just want to mention this because we're
Yeah,
running out of time. So there's the price issue. Here's the other thing, which I think is really going to be a value detriment for them. This thing is not backwards compatible with any other older
oh, that's right. I
PSVR one
forgot about
stuff.
that.
And that honestly, that was the reason I was holding off picking up a cheap initial PSVR. Because I'm like, well, the VR2 is clearly going to be backwards compatible. Why wouldn't it be? So then I can play
yeah,
the old stuff and the new stuff. That makes it a better value proposition. Yeah, it's pricey, but I'll start out with a pretty large catalog of games. Now you're not. You're locked into only these new games that work on it, which is going to be a pretty slim offering. And let's be real, only a few of them are going to be worth it, if that. I don't know. I feel like this is really kind of tone deaf as far as a pricing is going to work for most people.
I mean,
yeah, I
just
agree.
listen, PlayStation. Just be happy you guys are going to be able to play Call of Duty on there. I'm kidding.
It's gonna give you a freaking headache, that's for sure.
I'm gonna get so much hate. Someone's gonna
Well,
hate me.
maybe I'll tell you, Sony has been making some really anti-consumer decisions as of late. Like, I'm not even coming down to which platform is better or worse or games, but just like looking at some of the choices they're making with like pricing and like, I don't know, it's really not something that's appealing, I think, to the average consumer. The way they're not supporting multi-platform or cross-play for certain stuff, I don't know, it's leaving a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth, including mine. And this PSVR stuff is just kind of, the most recent example of that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, I didn't hear the whistle.
You got 5 seconds. This is it. Last moments. Anything to say?
I ain't buying it.
That's
Screw
it.
that.
That's gonna be the quote on the box. I ain't buying it.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's Konami, right? So you have to go talk to Konami. Maybe they'll make a pachinko machine for you.
It's time.
I'll buy it.
All right, one more topic.